Next day, here's a 6-month plan. He said, this is dope. He said, assume three things, one of which is a $50,000 seed grant from me to start the foundation.
Hello, one and all, and welcome to another episode of A Maven's Tale. I am Kaya, your host, and I'm here with the Maverick. Yes, he is a Maverick. You look surprised with his wine. This is the one and only James Oliver. Welcome to the show.
What's up, cuz?
This is my cousin who is a hot mess, but I love him. I love him just the same. He is an entrepreneur extraordinaire, and he is here to talk about his new foundation called Parentpreneur Foundation.
Yes.
You want to go ahead and just let the good times roll?
Oh yeah, look, I got 30 minutes because I got another webinar for the foundation. I got to get ready for it. So I'm bringing my smoke machine. I'm going to bring the smoke, and I got to go. All right.
Okay.
So yes, the Parentpreneur Foundation. What is the Parentpreneur Foundation? The Parentpreneur Foundation exists to empower Black parents who are entrepreneurs so they can be the best parent and entrepreneur and leave a legacy for their beautiful Black children. That's what we do.
Now, I know that you have been in the business for a while. You had the WeMontage business, and
yeah, that thing's still around.
You still have it, but I know that you kind of were trying to find your niche. You were trying to find, the thing that was going to be like, this is it. And I remember that day you was just like, I found it.
Yeah, but all of it is it though, honestly, because if you look at the journey, so back in 2013, I was living in the middle of nowhere in Northeast Wisconsin, in Appleton. Right? Not exactly a bastion of diversity in tech entrepreneurship. None of that, right? I think all my neighbors voted for Donald Trump. I think all around. I'm looking at these motherfuckers sideways like. Anyway, so back then, I was trying to start WeMontage. So WeMontage.com is the world's only website that lets you turn your digital images into peel and stick photo wallpaper, right? So I was trying to raise money. It's really hard to raise money in a place where there's no tech investors, no angel investors. So at the time, my ex-wife now, she was pregnant with the twins. I was very fortunate to get into this tech startup accelerator called Generator, which is great. It was down in Madison. It's a 2-hour drive away.
Madison,
so 2 days.
Wisconsin.
Yes, Wisconsin. So 2 days before the program started, we had to take the kids out because my son, if we didn't, he was going to die. Right? So we had to take them out 3 months prematurely. They weighed 2 pounds each. 2 days before I was starting this accelerator, which was a 2-hour drive each way. So let that sink in a little bit, right?
Crazy.
So I'm back and forth to the NICU, back and forth to Madison, stressed all the way out, crying every day, waking up at 2 a.m. in the morning because I can't sleep. Got this super dope software developer on my team who was basically an alcoholic. He was a recovering alcoholic, but every 5 minutes, this dude running downstairs to smoke a cigarette and drinking coffee. He done traded one addiction to another, right? But he's super dope. He was talented, but it's frustrating because he was unreliable in a lot of ways, right? But he was brilliant. So anyway, long story short, I got through the program. We got what's called the minimum viable product. That's technology jargon for something that works good enough to get somebody to go, oh yeah, that's dope. I'll write you a check, right? So we did that. And we got to demo day. That's the day when you go on stage, you pitch a room full of would-be investors to hopefully somebody going to want to give you some money so you can start your business. I was trying to raise $250,000. Right before I went on stage, my phone rings, and it was one of those angel groups that I pitched. And dude is like, yo, we finna fill your whole round. I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, yo.
What you mean?
What do you mean? He's like, yo, we gonna give you $250,000. I'm like, oh God. Woo! Praise him. I was crying, man. Listen, went through a lot. Went through a lot, right? So that was my introduction to parenting and entrepreneurship. Put that in your pipe and smoke it, right? So when I started the business, I started a blog. And I did the blog intentionally because I would use it as inspiration for content for a book that I knew I would write one day to inspire people who are parentpreneurs. So that was 2013. I started the blog 2014. Flash forward to 2017. I self-published the book.
Yes.
Some people call it the realest book about entrepreneurship you ever read. It's called The More You Hustle, The Luckier You Get. You Can Be a Successful Parentpreneur. Wrote that to inspire the millions of parentpreneurs around the world to be the best they could be. Did that. After I wrote the book, I get this other brilliant idea. See, this is how God do, right? We don't always know the whole plan, right? We get little pieces, right? But the trick is when we get the little pieces, we got to go with that. We can't be all like, oh, I don't know. I need to know. No, sit your ass down somewhere and just do what you're supposed to do right now, right? So I was like, I'm going to start a foundation and I'm going to one day sell my business for $50 million. That's still my vision, Kaya. No, it is.
No, I say more. I say even more than 50 million.
I'm going to sell it for $50 million, right? And I said, I'm going to take my piece of that because I want about half the business still. I'm going to take $1 million of my own money and seed a foundation is what I said I was going to do, right? So now that's 2017. So now fast forward to 2020, to March 2020, COVID running amok, right? Everybody all like, oh my God, woe is me, the sky's falling, the doom scrolling. I'm like, nah. I understand that within every crisis exists opportunity. So I'm like, all right, God, where the opportunity at? Up in this piece. So I'm looking around, right? So I have a chance coffee meeting with some acquaintances, told them about my foundation aspirations. They're like, yo, what are you waiting for? Why don't you do it now? I'm like, oh, yeah, do it now. Mm-hmm. I'm like,
why not? Right? Why not?
I think this is God talking to them, through them to me.
To you, yeah.
I'm like, God telling me something. I'm like, oh, word, yeah, let's do it. You know me, I'm crazy. I'm like writing articles. I'm all over. Global, that's Ariana Huffington's platform. I'm right there and all over the place. I'm giving away money. I started a foundation. I ain't got politician. I don't know what I'm doing, girl.
Oh, but wait. But I don't know if you, well, obviously you remember, but on Facebook, you chronicled your daddy duties with your kids. You were doing that for the longest.
This is what I'm telling you.
And it was just ding.
It's all connected.
Yeah.
This is what I'm telling you.
Yeah.
It's all the thing, right? So then George Floyd, Ahmaud Arbery, Breonna Taylor, all this craziness, right? Start happening. And then I had, I live in a nice subdivision up here in Johns Creek, Atlanta. I had my own Karen. Did I tell you about the Karen experience?
Yes, you sent me the video. Yeah.
Karen acting a fool, running amok. Had to call the popo for her. So, you don't want to call the police on me. Come over here with no target practice. No, I call police on her. Anyway, got a trespass warrant against her, So there's that. And then I started looking at the data, how median white family income is 10x median black family income, right? I'm like, oh, hell no. This foundation for us, right? So prior to that, I was emailing with Brad Feld. He's a tech VC, top of the food chain dude, right?
What's a tech VC for the people out there?
He's a venture capitalist and invests in tech startups.
Okay.
Right? Top of the food chain. So this is back when I thought the foundation was just going to be for everybody. He was like, oh, I'm game to go back and forth over email with you about it. I'm like, oh, that's dope because, people like everybody trying to get that dude, right? But he playing around me a little bit. He had already did a review of my book on his blog because he liked it. So he liked me, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So I'm going back and forth with him over email. He's like, it's hard, blah. I'm like, son, hard. I'm like, that didn't land with me at all. I'm like, it's hard being black.
Yeah.
Didn't land with me at all. I'm like, I grew up in a block in Flatbush where every summer somebody got shot on or around my block. Right? I done seen people bleeding out in the street. So I don't really not here for what's hard. It's hard.
It's hard all around.
Right. So anyway, I ain't no fool. I was like, all right, it's cool. Whatevs. So then, like after George Floyd, I got an email out the blue. Game for a 30-minute Zoom call. Subject. Nobody, no text in the body of the email. I'm like, well, that's peculiar. But yeah, I'm game to do that. Everybody around here trying to talk to you for 30 minutes. Let's do it.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm like, was there something else in the email? Was I missing or something? I don't know. He's like, nah. He said, I just need to know what 2 things you're working on involving racial injustice and inequality I can put my time, money, or attention to. I'm like, oh, yeah. Let's talk, baby.
Wait, that was what he said?
Yes.
Oh, that's divine. That was a divine, go ahead. I see you. I hear you. What you want? Go ahead. What is that?
Oh, this is a little red Josh Legacy red blend scenario. Some deliciousness.
Yeah, he done got up to Johns Creek and got bougie. I remember Flatbush, cuz.
Listen, yeah, I was eating curry chicken up there. We got some curry chicken place over here, closed because of the Rona, but that's another story. Anyway, listen.
Because of the vid.
Yeah, because listen. So I hopped on a Zoom with him and I was like, yo, remember that foundation thing we were talking about? I was like, yeah, no, now this is for black people. You know what he said? He said, awesome.
Really?
And the crazy thing is I was talking to a black person about what I was planning to do. That she was like, oh, you can't say that out loud. Here.
Don't you hate when people, for whatever reason, when you try to do something specifically for your people, everybody got something to say like, wait, no.
They scared. Whatever. That woman, when we launched the foundation, I gave her $1,000 grant. Whatever.
Look at that.
Okay. So listen. So it was dope. Like he was like, all right, well, why don't you put together, what would a 12-month operating plan look like? Why don't you throw it up in a Google Doc and I'll co-create it with you? What?
I ain't know all of this, Jimbo. This is juicy.
So I'm like, oh my God, it's amazing. So you know me, I'm on it. Like that was Friday. Sunday night, I sent him here's a 12-month plan. He said, this is a great start. What would 6 months look like? Next day, here's a 6-month plan. He said, this is dope. He said, assume 3 things, one of which is a $50,000 seed grant from me to start the foundation.
Look at God. Ain't that something?
So listen, yeah. So in the foundation, look, everybody's like, yo, black people can't get to the money. Black people can't get to the money. That's true. We all know that, right? But so I just got off a call. With a West Coast venture capitalist who, he didn't tell me no. I think I might still be able to get some money from him, but he don't completely get it. And that's okay, because not everything is for everybody.
Yeah.
But I think I can still get some money from him. I just got to position it a little bit differently. So, and I already know what I'm going to do. And actually, I sent Brad an email about that. He said exactly what I was thinking. I was like, all right, I know I'm on point about this. So we'll get something from him. I just don't know how much. And that's a whole other conversation I'll tell you offline. I'm like, you did what? You looking down your nose? Anyway, look.
Okay.
What are we talking about? So, I got the kids. I can't remember like I used to because I got these 8-year-old twins running around here.
He offered you $50,000.
Yeah, so we did, so right out of the, well, I was talking about the money. So everybody's like, black people can't get to the money. That's true, right? But I'm not the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation. We can't throw enough money at people's problems for their entrepreneurial ambitions, right? And endeavors. Can't. So really, whatever we give is $1,000 now, but ultimately I want to give $10,000 to 100 people per year. That's $1 million. That's how much I want to give away. Even that is not enough to solve everybody's problems. It's just not, right? But the thing that people don't understand is that social capital is a problem for Black people.
Mm-hmm.
We don't got it. And I'm gonna tell you a quick story. It's a perfect example. All right, so I'm gonna do this for a little bit, then another little anecdote, and I gotta go because I got stuff to do. So listen.
My cousin, everybody. Yeah.
So listen. So Brad was like, all right, this is dope. Like, I'm ready to wire you to 50 stacks, but I need to be able to do it tax deductively. I'm like, So I'm looking around. It take the IRS 1 to 3 months pre-Rona.
For 501c3?
Huh?
For 501c3?
1 to 3 months. This was in July. Pre-Rona, before you get your 501c3 and get a tax deductible donation. So now I'm big mad. I'm like, oh, hell no, I can't get my cheddar because I got to wait on these fools. So he was like, yo, let me introduce you to this guy, Alex, another big time tech VC out of New York. He's got this thing. He said, you ever heard of the 1K project? I'm like, what's the 1K project? You know about the 1K project?
No.
See, this is the kind of stuff going on. So I'm talking about social capital. We don't know what's going on out in these Rona streets. I'm telling you. So 1K project is a program where people will sponsor families who lost their jobs because of COVID and give them $1,000 a month for 3 months. So at the time when he connected me with Alex, they had already given away almost $1 million.
Wow.
So he sent Alex email, hey, Alex, I'm helping James out with XYZ. Game to talk to him? Alex responded, yeah, that's cool. He sends a link. The people like that have office hours, 20 minutes. I'm telling you right now, if Brad wouldn't have sent that thing, that dude never would have responded to my email. Because I'm telling you this story, and he helped me out big time. But even after helping me out, he still acts like he don't know me. He never would have responded to my email. So I take the call with him, talk about the 1K project and how it can immediately have impact. So that's the thing that Brad did. He like repositioned my mind about, look, we got to right out of the gates have impact. So instead of waiting until we can give away a lot of money, right away we got to give away money. And we did that. Right away we gave away $10,000, $1,000 to 10 people. Right away, announced it, had the people identified, we gave away the money right away. So at the end of the call, I'm complaining about this whole IRS 501c3 thing. And he's like, no. What you need to do, I'm like, oh, what I need to do? He said, what you need to do is shelter under somebody else's 501c3 status so you can immediately begin taking tax deductible contributions. I'm like, what? I'm like, that's a thing?
I did not know that.
I'm like, where they do that at?
You can shelter under somebody else's.
I'm like, where they do that at? Right? He's like, oh, what you need to do, let me introduce you to Pia over in Madrid, right, for Open Collective, and see if she'll talk to you and set you up on our platform. I'm like, dope. So that was Thursday. Tuesday, I had a call with Pia. Wednesday, I was set up on Open Collective's platform. Thursday, we had the $50,000 wire from Brad.
Wow.
Social capital. Get you some.
Now explain what social capital is.
Yo, you need to have relationships and connections with people and get access to people so you can understand what's going on out here. Like I had George C. Frazier. You know Dr. Frazier?
George C. Frazier. Expound, because I might have heard.
Dr. George C. Frazier, man. Yo. Woo! I'm going to send you a link to this. He came into the foundation community. He spent almost 2 hours with us. And he just blessed us, man. And he was just airing the dirty laundry. He was cussing and quoting scripture. It was fantastic.
Your kind of dude.
He was cussing and quoting. Streets to the pulpit. It was awesome. It was awesome. Right. But he just talked about, 3 different types of networking we need to do. We need to do networking for a personal network, operational network, and our strategic network. He said, those are the 3 aspects of your network you need to always be building. Mm-hmm. So we need to be building relationships, So one of the things that we do in the community is, we paid for some people to get their LinkedIn profiles fixed. Mm-hmm. And that's part of social capital. Like you got to be able to network effectively. And networking is not just spamming people showing up and throwing up. I mean, somebody, they stick their business card in my face. I'm like, put it in the garbage.
So for people that don't know, like, how would someone that is trying to, further their business or build their business do that in the days of Rona? Because it's not always as people don't know where to look or who to look for.
I think it's a good time now though, because everybody's not as busy as they used to be. Mm-hmm. People are particularly open to issues around Black stuff. Although I'm feeling like I'm seeing some kind of waning of that. I'm feeling like some of the ghosting is back.
Shauna said black is in right now.
Yeah, so I did an interview. I'll send you the link. I did an interview on Sunday on KISS 104 here in Atlanta, talking about what we're doing this Giving Tuesday, which is today, to pay for therapy for more members of our community. And oh, by the way, I just got another $50,000 commitment today for the foundation, right? Effective January 2nd. So
all right, that's just a month away.
Bring another 50 stacks. Keep this thing going, right? So what was I talking about?
Social capital, the 3 things and how to build.
Yeah. Oh, you asked me what to do. So Candace on KISS 104, she's asking me about what you said. Oh, it's a great time to start a business. What do you think? I'm like, yeah, this is great. We've been getting some love, but she's like, do you think it's going to continue? I'm like, I don't know. She's like, you're not optimistic? So I don't know. I was asking questions. I don't know. Will it? Or will it go back to the same old crap? I don't know. We'll see. So the point is, now is a good time, right? If you got an idea, if you want to reach out to people, learn how to send cold emails, right? Learn how to send connection requests on LinkedIn. LinkedIn is great. It's a great tool. You can scrape somebody's email address off of LinkedIn. It's called getemail.io. You get 10 free credits a month. You don't got to pay for it. You go on LinkedIn, you click the button, it gives you their email address. You click it, you send them an email. Or you can just send them a connection request. Anytime you send somebody a connection request on LinkedIn, unless it's somebody you know and it's obvious why you're connecting with them, send a note. Tell you, man, everybody trying to be my friend on LinkedIn, man. I don't even study it. Like, yo, that blab, did I send you that Blabbity? I sent you that Griot article. That dropped yesterday. We had a Blabbity article that dropped when we started this thing. And I reposted that thing on LinkedIn last week. Kaya, that thing got almost 10,000 views right now.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I gotta step up my LinkedIn game. I'm not on LinkedIn because I have too many other platforms that I'm on.
Yo, I ain't playing them. I don't fool with Facebook. It's too much playing around. Yo, I'm not here to play. They playing Instagram. Y'all playing it. I ain't playing. I know that works for some people depending on your business, right? But for me, I'm not here to entertain nobody. I ain't here to play. I'm not doing it. Every once in a while, I post something on there, but I'm not. I don't care if you like my stuff. I don't care, right? How I'm getting done what I need to get done is because I got people like Brad introduced me to that big VC cat I talked to today, right? He introduced me to another dude who wired me 10 stacks a couple weeks ago. We gave that away right away. He did it anonymously. He's like, shh. I'm like, okay. Wow. But that dude might be bigger than Brad. And Brad's big. That dude I talked to today, he was like, oh, I'm not as big as Brad. I can't do as much as Brad. I'm like, wow, I didn't know Brad was big. I know he's big, but I didn't know he's big like that. But anyway, so yes, you got to up your social networking, not social media, social networking skills, right? Learn how to approach people. When you make an introduction to somebody, it needs to be double opt-in. If you think you want to connect somebody to somebody else, don't just go send an email willy-nilly connecting people. Check with the other person first. Ask them if it's okay. They say yes, then send an email introduction. That's how you do that.
So where do you think that Parentpreneur and James Oliver will be this time next year?
No, I mean, I think we will have raised for the foundation several $100,000. So right now, our online community, we started like 60 people in the beginning of August. We're at almost 700 now, so that's almost 12x in 4 months, I think we'll have maybe almost 10,000 people in this community a year from now. I think.
In your online community, you mean on LinkedIn?
No. So we built this community using this platform called Mighty Networks.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you're familiar with that.
No.
But it's a way to build a community. And it's great. It's great because it's not on Facebook. And I don't have to pay Zuckerberg and them, my people, to see my stuff.
True.
I post something, everybody gets a notification, either via the app or they get an email, right? So I ain't paying nobody. And I own it. If I decide I want to bounce, I get to download everybody's email address and see what they're interested in, spin it up someplace else.
That's all right.
I pay $100 a month for that.
That's all right.
Worth it. If you decide you're going to do that, let me know, because I have an affiliate link that I set up that people use it, the foundation benefits.
Okay.
So that's what we do with that, man. So yeah, and I expect that we will be impacting more people around the world. Oh man, last thing I want to tell you, like, yo, I posted something on Facebook, and this woman, she's a therapist. She just came off maternity leave. She was like, yo, I love what you're doing. If you got anybody in your community from Virginia, I will give them 6 people unlimited therapy sessions until they get hit their objective.
That's what's up.
Amazing. And don't get me started on mental health in the Black community. We around here, we don't need mental health. We can't go to see a therapist. We go to see the pastor, the pastor.
Boy, bye. Mm-mm.
Listen, and, you know, Black people 20% more likely to have mental health issues than white people, according to Columbia University. And if epigenetics is for real, which is a theory that trauma attaches to you at a cellular level and you pass it on to people, yes. Right. So if that's true, Black people got 400 years of trauma. Talking about you don't need no therapist, you crazy.
As I sip my Cabernet, my Merlot.
Red blend today.
Yeah, okay. I can't.
Anyway, all right. So that's it, man. I got to turn my smoke machine off.
You got to turn your smoke machine? Well, I just want to say this. I'm proud of you, bro.
Thank you so much.
I'm proud of you. Because you was on the edge. You was on the edge for 2 seconds.
Listen, man. Yo.
It was hard. He got twins.
I was functionally depressed, man.
And a lot of us are walking around like that. Unfortunately.
So here's the thing. Last thing I'm going to say, if I turn my smoke machine off, is Mark Twain said the 2 most important days of your life are the day you were born and the day you figure out why.
Okay. Yep.
Figure out why you're here and go do it and quit wasting time. You know, our problem is we think we have time. We don't have time.
You right.
So,
James Oliver, founder of Parentpreneur, everybody.
Parentpreneur Foundation to build it. ParentpreneurFoundation.org. Yo, it's Giving Tuesday. Visit it. Make a donation, $20. Like what? Come on.
I'm excited.
ParentpreneurFoundation.org. Please. Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. Love you.
Love you. Talk to you
later.
Bye.
Bye. Call me later.